Hi, thanks for watching. Real quick, let me explain. We get a lot of questions. How are we lower costs than our competitors? And sometimes we even get asked, well, how are you even like that much lower than your competitors? And it comes down to this. I've been doing mold a long, long time, almost 30 years. I've been in thousands and thousands of homes. I've used everything under the sun over the last 30 years. And just like anything else, just like TVs go out of date and they get thinner and better, so do products that we use in the mold industry. And I can't tell you why some of my competitors charge what they charge, and they haven't moved forward to the 21st century. But once you watch this video, you're going to understand why we charge less, because we have the products, we have the process, we have some proprietary things that we do that no one else does. And you're going to know, so you'll be able to see why we do it. That's why I made this video. So it doesn't matter if when we do mold testing, we're using lower cost, because we want to see if you even have a problem, right? We don't want to overcharge for that. And as always, our inspections are free. We do free inspections for business owners, for homeowners. We can't do it for renters because they can't make a decision to get the work done. But they can hire us to do an inspection and do some testing if they would like. But if you're an owner of a property, it doesn't matter if it's a business, a warehouse, a home, a condo, a trailer, a boat, a car, it doesn't matter what it is, you'll get a free inspection. All right, so thank you so much. Watch the video. Okay, here we are. So now after we HEPA vacuum all the mold off the surface, we have a spray that's unique to us. And what it does is you can see how fast the mold is disappearing. So it's taking that mold and it's disintegrating it. And it does it in seconds, right? And so if you watch this, it's around 26 seconds when it really takes hold. Under 2 minutes for sure, it's gone where we sprayed. And so we'll go through a whole attic. This happens to be a 2,000 square foot attic. Now, I don't want you to get caught up on this because we do everywhere, crawl spaces, inside the home, all over your home, right? We do mold everywhere. This was just a great video to show you how our product works. And so it just gets rid of the mold. But what's really unique about our product that isn't in any other product, it leaves a long-lasting residual where it continues to keep mold from regrowing on that surface for a long, long time. So it just works well like that, right? And so we'll go into, it used to take us, an attic this size, 2,000 square foot, would take us about 3 days to do it, right? We can now do it in about a day. So there's the savings because we get it done so much quicker, but we're even doing a better job now than we used to do, doing like dry ice blasting and wire brushing and sealing it with an antimicrobial paint so it won't grow again. So let's take a look at 20 minutes later. So this is where we just sprayed. This is 20 minutes later. You can see on the surface that the mold is gone right there. And then this is the next day, 24 hours later. This is what it looks like. So 24 hours later, the whole attic looks brand new. It looks like it's never, it looks even better than what attics usually look like with no problem. So now you have a clean attic. You don't have it painted with an antimicrobial paint to make it look worse. But we have another product that we can use inside of a home. Here's a product, and I have this on high speed. So here we use a vapor that's 8,000 times smaller than a micron, and it penetrates every nook and cranny, so it basically burns up the spores in the air. This is how we're able to do your whole house for less than most companies charge for one area. Thank you so much for watching. Give us a call. We can't wait to help you.